Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about the best places to shop if you are me. Just kidding. But everybody always asks me where I shop, so I feel like this is the perfect video to put everything all in one. If you want to see the best place I shop for like just staples and also just like my going out pieces or whatever the occasion is, then you can just stay tuned to the video. So I feel like the place that has really been having me in a chokehold really recently is Entire Studios. They honestly have the best basics and their quality is just so good. Especially their material, like their material can be like 100% cotton and like very good material. So if you want a place that has good pieces, especially basic pieces, they have an abundance of things on their website. It's coming from like really good basics that are unique, but then also basics that are just simply basic, like a bodysuit or whatever it is. But usually they have a little bit extra spin on it and their quality is just really good. I haven't had a piece from them that I was disappointed about. I would say for their sizing, you definitely want to stick to either your normal size or size down because they definitely run a little bit big because it is a unisex brand. With unisex brands, they do tend to go a little bit on the oversized kind of sizing because, you know, obviously they're tailoring to men as well. So yeah, I love that though because I feel like smaller sizes, when a lot of men actually shop Entire Studios, more of the smaller sizes don't tend to actually sell out as fast. It's win-win for me. Also love that Entire Studios is on other websites. That's what I found the best because shipping from them is actually a lot. Like they're in LA, but the shipping and taxes and everything from their website is actually a lot. And no, I don't really like that. Also, I like a easier return policy, which is like Essence is where I usually go to shop for Entire Studios pieces. But sometimes Entire Studios also does like exclusive releases and drops on their website. So I'm always following them to make sure that I know when they're releasing and having stuff. So that's also another tip for all of these brands. Make sure you check out their page. I have just a page just where I follow all brands that I like so I can stay up to date on all of the drops and everything. So yeah, you don't want to miss them. So my favorite things from Entire Studios that I have are like my pants. I have 2 pairs of like cargo pants. I wear those like religiously. Literally, you have to like take them off of me and I have yet to tailor them. I need to tailor them, but I've just been wearing them with a belt. I preach about tailoring and everything, but sometimes, you know, it doesn't get to my brain. But I wear them so much that I feel like when I take it to the tailor, I don't have time. Like I fell in love with them too early. Like I need to take them to the tailor and like give them a break so that I can actually, you know, wear them properly without a belt and everything. So yeah, but I didn't know about the sizing. I ordered 1 medium and 1 large. They both fit really well. I just need the waist to get a little bit more snatched in. So yeah, but those are my 2 favorite pairs of pants. I have my eye on like some bombers from them. I just bought a coat from them that is so gorgeous. The tailoring on this coat is amazing. The sleeves are such like a bold shoulder and I feel like it gives like YSL. They have such great quality. I believe these people like actually designed, the 2 designers that own Entire Studios designed for another brand like Yeezy or something like that. So they kind of been in the game, or I think they like Balenciaga. I could be wrong. I don't know. But if I'm wrong, I'm gonna put like actually what brand they did here. The next brand is the Frankie Shop. So these 2 are basically for like my everyday basics. And for me, again, we talked about basics being a little bit more unique than like the average basic. But to me, Frankie Shop has the best basics as well. And they're at a pretty good price. Entire Studios and Frankie Shop are like a little bit higher than sometimes what I want to pay. But I usually save up for it, or I just am like, yeah, I really am going to wear this. I'm going to get my cost per wear with this piece, so I'm just going to spend the money. And their fabric choice is usually really good. So you have to also double check because sometimes they can like have polyester or whatever it is. And you kind of want to stay away from those. I'm not a super big critic on that, but I do notice when, you know, my fabrics are higher quality, like 100% cotton or wool or whatever it is, that I'm trying to preserve that piece. So I think those brands kind of tend to stick to that range. They try to use like organic fabrics, in my opinion, from what I've seen, and which I like and prefer. So the Frankie Shop has really good pieces. They release things, I feel like collection wise, they don't really do an abundance and like a lot of stuff, but they do have a very huge catalog of things that they have out. So yeah, I wouldn't say they're super fast fashion because I don't think they release often, but they do restock sometimes on the things that are like their go-to. So my pieces that I love from Frankie Shop are my bomber jacket. I love this bomber jacket. I also just bought a leather jacket from them as well. Love, such cute, and the silhouette is just so nice. Like everyone, when I was trying it on in store in New York, like everyone just like kind of fell in love. I tried on the bomber jacket when they had a pop-up in LA, and that was my first introduction. I used to hear people say the Frankie Shop, and I'm just like, these clothes look so boring. And like, little do I know that these are the clothes that I need and the missing pieces in my wardrobe. But back then, when I was still a beginner fashion girly, I was just watching statement. And of course, statements are great, but you also need those like filler pieces. And I feel like Entire Studios and the Frankie Shop are the two brands that do it really well for me, where they're not boring basics, but they're basics that I need in my wardrobe. Those are my two go-to places if I know like, all right, I need some stuff for this upcoming winter, upcoming summer, whatever it is. Let's see what they have and what is missing in my wardrobe. I will always go there first. Then we're gonna go into like kind of mall shopping. So these are like low-hanging fruit, I feel like, where it's very easy to kind of access. So like whenever you're in the mall, you can go to like a Uniqlo or a Gap. Those two are really, really good because they have good denim for Gap. Uniqlo, listen, I'm tall, I'm 5'8", and you know, Uniqlo's for like the Asian baddies, low key, because they do not tend to have taller things. But I do love Gap because Gap has a lot of like the tall section also online. So you can go and try it in store, and if it's like, oh, I maybe need something like a little bit longer, you can go online and order the tall version from Gap. So I love that. I love an inclusive brand. But anyways, Uniqlo has also really good quality because they have other fabrics as well that can be like 100% cotton and things like that. So, and they're a really affordable price. Like Uniqlo has some really affordable clothes and it's such great basic pieces. So these are all basics. This is under the umbrella of basics first that I'm talking about, as well as Gap. They have really good pieces as well. You just have to make sure with these ones that you're going into the mall that you're actually looking at the fabric, you're looking at whether it fits you well on your body type, because it still kind of leans towards mass consumption and fast fashion. So you want to make sure that it is fitting the bill of whatever you need and not just some of the things that you want, because that will always be in your wardrobe and it's going to sit there until you try to find the actual thing that you want. So you want to make sure it's fitting everything. So if you want a long sleeve tailored white button up, you want to make sure that it fits every single thing that you like. Does it have the pocket that you want? Does it have the long sleeves that you want? Does it have the collar that you want? All of that when you're going into these like small stores like Gap and Unilo. But they do have some really hidden gems and really good pieces. So I would say definitely check them out. And I also shop them sometimes if I am in the mall. I like a little window shopping from time to time. So yeah, let's do it. There's nothing wrong with that. And you know, maybe Zara sometimes, very few times. I mean, Zara, I really like their stuff, but I feel like sometimes I go in there and it may not fit me, so it depends. It just all depends on the day, you know, and the season. Okay. Next, I'm actually giving my like hidden gem. So these clothes are all, I mean, these stores that I'm giving you are just all places that are like new pieces of clothes. Because when we talk about the secondhand or the like holy grail archive pieces from designers, that's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother separate. So many websites, so many different tips that I do because I scour the internet for those things. But I love, like, there's so many websites like Vestiaire Collective. I love to shop on there. There's so many, but I'm not going to get into that. Right now, we're talking about Essence. Essence, you have my heart. Literally, like, I'm so sad because right now, I don't know what's going on with the tariffs and everything, but Canada, I need Essence to come to America because we go together real bad. Like, come on. They have great sales, first of all, on Essence. That's why I always shop a sale. And they have the best brands. They have, like, it's literally a collage of all of my favorite brands. And if my favorite brand isn't on there, I feel like they're on the way to get there. So yeah, I've also been introduced to so many different brands from just scrolling on Essence. So if you're a fashion girly and you haven't heard of Essence, you're welcome. My favorite brands on there, Y Project no longer exists, unfortunately, but I am wearing a Y Project flannel right now, and I love so many Y Project pieces. That is on Essence. I shop them on Essence because also a lot of these brands that I really like are from different countries, different places, and I really don't want to get that bill in the mail. I actually recently thought I went Black Friday shopping, and I got mailed from FedEx a bill of $500 freaking dollars. I could have just bought it from an American website and saved money. I didn't save no money. I literally paid more because I got the customs bill in the mail. That was not girl mathing. I actually hate the word girl math, but that's a different story for a different day. If you want to shop Essence, some of my tips are just like kind of scroll on there and create a wish list, because from that wish list, then you can kind of see the brands that you kind of like. So my brands that I go to are Y Project because they have tops and bottoms that fit really well for me. I love their style. It's unique. They have basic pieces that are just a little bit more elevated in my opinion. For example, like this flannel, it has a little bit of paneling where you can snap and customize them. I love a customizable brand, and they also have like boots that way. Some pants that I have that have like different panels as well on them. love them. So they're my favorite brand. Unfortunately, they no longer exist. So rest in peace. So the next brand, I don't know how to pronounce the last name, but it's called Fedon. Their brand is really, really cool. I've really just recently got into them. I have 2 pairs of shorts from them, and I want to get a pair of like boots. They have really good footwear, apparently. They're like these thong, long boot sandals. Kind of hard to explain, but really like them. They kind of also bring that basic, but a little bit more, something extra to it. You know, the silhouette is different, or the style, whatever it is, it's a little bit different. And I love that because that's what I look for really in pieces. I've realized that I am kind of a basic girl, but basic in a way that is extra, extra basic. I don't know how to describe it, but anyways, I love them. Their quality is really, really great. Also found them on Essence, and yeah, from there, so many girls have their boots and their shoes, and they're super comfortable. They're also apparently really like tall girl friendly, and like if you have bigger feet, they have a lot of sizes as well. So yeah, we always love that. The next brand is like an OG. I love them back in the day specifically. They're called Altinger. I have so many pieces from them, like just different tops. They definitely are a statement brand. They play with a lot of different colors, and they also play with different texture and shapes. Like I have bags that kind of like a ceramic. So I love brands that think outside of the box, and definitely Altinger is one of those people. They'll put together pieces that you think just would not look well together, and they do it really, really well. If you are looking for something like that, definitely check out them. They had us all in the, I don't know what year that was, but everybody was wearing their dresses, and still are. I feel like they have like a lot of mesh kind of dressing where like different prints on them. So definitely check them out because they are so cute. Everyone knows about Jean Paul Gaultier. They are not new to the world at all, but I think their resurgence of just kind of bringing that vintage vibe is something where I love. That's a brand I love. Okay, so I don't know, my camera just shut off, so I don't remember what I was actually talking about. I think I was talking about Jean Paul Gaultier, but always a good brand to actually look at because they have really cool design, and also just they have a plethora of things from like even back in vintage days. Look at them if you're looking for like a going out piece or just something like super cool and kind of edgy as well for those days that you want to like maybe go to the club or something like that. I feel like they're kind of like a party kind of brand, or like a statement piece if you like are going to an event as well. The next brand is a sleeper brand. People don't really know a lot about this brand, but it's a great knitwear designer called Issa Boulder. I have so many pieces from Issa Boulder, especially, I don't know if she's taking a break right now, but I haven't really seen so many of her designs like come back to life. But I love the sweater that I have from her, and it's like a really cool knit, and it's actually quite affordable in comparison, especially when it goes on sale in Essence, in comparison to other things that I've seen that are similar. So I definitely think you should check her out. She's really, really cool. And she wears like, she does like even like knitted for like summertime and like beach wear as well, like resort wear. So definitely check out those brands from all Essence. And those are like kind of like some more niche, I guess, in comparison brands than the bigger brands like Chanel and like da-da-da. Another brand that I have a lot of pieces from is actually MM6, like from Marella. They have a lot of really cool, yeah, kind of basic as well pieces. Like 2 of my jeans are from them, and their jeans fit very well. So if you're looking for some jeans that are going to last and actually are a little bit like, they have a little bit extra uniqueness to them. One of them is like super baggy and they kind of like a, what is it called? Like they have a drawstring on them. Other one is two-toned, and one is like inside out, and the other one just like normal. So I love both of those, and I wear them like so much. And then I want a pair from them that have like the split on the side. Love those because it kind of gives you the illusion of hips, which I need help in that area. So yeah, that's another notable brand. Also, let's talk about some Black owned brands. I am a huge person that I love to talk about Black owned brands just because they really are the pioneers to when it comes to like fashion and statement pieces. So a good brand to follow is Kai Collective. I love her pieces. I wear a lot of her tanks, as well as just like her organza kind of style. They're kind of like dresses, or you can also wear them as just kind of like a open coat, like a cardigan kind of thing. That's what I do sometimes as well. And I love how versatile her pieces are, as well as super loud and colorful and playful. It's for that maximalist girl, so I love it. And she's also Nigerian, so love that as well. And then Hanifeh is also a really good brand. They're also pretty colorful, and I have like a few pieces from them, and I love them all. Like I have a hoodie as well, and I also have like these pants. And I think that they know what fits Black women really well, and it kind of speaks to us a lot. So Black owned brands are just my thing. I love them so much, and I will always kind of continue to uplift and incorporate them into my style because I feel like they represent me the best. And then of course, you guys already know, like I don't even really need to say, this accessory brand is Brandon Blackwood. As soon as I found his pieces, I was just like, wow, like all of these pieces speak well to me. And literally ever since then, I've just kept buying and buying and buying Brandon Blackwood. So he has my heart, and I have so many of his bags. And he's coming out with also just like different actual clothes as well too. So definitely checking those out. So yeah, and his shoes as well, so cute. Love that. So those are like the 3 Black-owned brands that I have so much in my closet. I have so many other ones, but those are like the main ones. Some honorable mentions that, you know, I don't have in my wardrobe, but I want to have are the Attico. They have really, really cool jeans, and I want to have some of their like really unique wear of like jeans and like just cool pants. I love the shape of their pants. It seems like really good quality. Their price point is a bit high, so I'm waiting for things to go on sale. That's why I love Essence, because they have so many things on sale, as well as Dark Park. They have the best. I love the way that these jeans fit on all the models. So, and I've heard really, really good things about Dark Park. So I want to definitely check these out. And then also Martine Rose. Martine Rose, I don't think I have anything in Martine Rose, but I love, love, love all of her designs. There's a mama jacket that she has, a hat that she has. She's really doing the best, like her best in all of this. So these are like honorable brands that I want to check out. And as you can see, the overarching thing is just like smaller brands. They're not super small, but they also are like kind of independent sometimes, or just brands that are not like the Chanel's, Louis Vuitton, the Pradas, like those designers. When I say designer, I just mean people that design and cut and sew their brand, that have unique things I can get in America. Also wanted to mention a shoe brand that I love so much. It's called Yumi. I also get them on Essence a lot. So many of their shoes, they're so cute. And like they have the heart, they like pioneered like the heart heel. There's so many other brands I feel like I wear all the time, but those are really the go-to brands that I want to go shopping. I'm just like, these are the brands that are on my wish list, or these are the brands that I'm checking out first, honestly. And Essence is really the biggest one. All it is, there's no magic sauce or anything. I give you guys all the sauce right here. If you want to hear any more about like the brands, what I do when I'm shopping like archive pieces and I'm hunting down a piece that doesn't exist anymore, then I can definitely make a whole nother video on that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys, if you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.